another stock which is in spotlight, which is RBZ Jewellers. Now, this company actually listed very flattish compared to the issue price, but actually saw follow-up buying coming in within minutes, and the stock is locked at a 5% upper circuit. Harit Zaveri, Joint MD at RBZ Jewellers, is joining us now. Harit, morning. Thank you so much for your time. I was just analyzing your business model. Your clients right now are the likes of Titan, Senco, Joy Alucas, and some big jewelry retailers of the country. I'm wondering, how do you manage your margins? Because the sense one gets is because you do a lot of contract manufacturing of specialized kind of jewelry for these large clients, they must be squeezing you out of margins, right? Or so what is your moat around your margins? Harit?
So, great question. Yes, can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, please go ahead, Harit. We can hear you very clearly.
Hello? Yeah. So, okay, I'll just describe you are already aware of the business model and the clients that we have. If you are just aware of the industry, this in the gems and jewelry industry, the retail has got transformed at around 40%. Now, I mean 40% of the pan-India retail is now organized. Now, when you talk about unorganized market in the manufacturing industry, it is around 85%. This is a carriage report that we have got. In that segment, now, if you understand an organized retailer who are expanding, aggressively, you can say that the organized retailer might have a pace of growth at around 16 to 22% or 18 to 20%. Now, those retailers will need an organized manufacturer to support their back end. Any organized retailer would have a showroom plan of opening, let's say, 10 stores, 50 stores, 100 stores, depending on the size and the scale of operations or the size and scale of the, the retailer. Or the resources that they have. Now, when you have so much of resources in hand, you need a strong back end, the strong manufacturing setup in which they can support this. RBZ comes here into the picture. What RBZ is an organized manufacturer who has this marquee clients, has strong strength of design, in-house manufacturing, quality control, and modern machineries in place. This 4 pillars of RBZ makes it very strong for and a right preference for organized retailer to source the goods from us. So because of the D-link, you can say that honestly, are there options now? 85% is unorganized, only 15% is organized. You can see the clear D-link and you can answer yourself, how can the squeeze be actually possible? We can work at a reasonable margin, but as far as squeezing is concerned, I think my balance sheet proves it.
Okay, fair enough. Let's also get in a little bit more perspective then in terms of your marquee client mix, because that comprises, as you flagged off, a lot of those names like Joy Alucas, Malabar Gold, etc. Will the dependency on your top 10 customers increase? It's currently at about 18%.
Sister, again, if you look at the the industry, when I say that 40% of the industry of retail is organized and only 15% of the back-end manufacturing is organized, who has the more dependency? Now, the question over here is, an organized retailer, if they prefer an organized manufacturer, which they obviously will, then I think to have a dependency on organized retailer is, not a bad thing at all, because there is a clear dealing, and you have to actually grab the low-hanging fruits with the opportunity right now available. So over here we are thinking really aggressively again, to move on to the organized retailers. And yes, we supply to around 300 family stores, have our in-house stores. I think the company is well set with the risk and everything apart. I think even the retailers, if you see, some of them are competitors of each other, and also that they are spread across India. So, I think the company is in the very right spot to have its, business in place.
The street analysts estimate that your business can do closer to 300 crore in top line with a 10-12% net profit margin very easily 12 months forward. Is that a fair estimate?
I suppose your first two questions were, I want to link the business model now. See, we are a company which focuses more on the volume growth. Now, volume growth shows the strong fundamentals of the company. See, the value might shift from 100 crores to let's say the gold price is 30,000 in FY18. Now, the gold price is 60,000 in FY23 or 24. Now, if my revenue has doubled from 100 to let's say 200 rupees, basically I am a zero volume growth company if I am predominantly into gold. Now look at RBZ. RBZ is consistently growing at around 10 to 15% in volume. Now with this level of expectation, with this level of volume growth, I mean there are fundamentals strongly in place. To catch on to the revenue part, if you say that the RBZ will be doing a 300 crore revenue or a 350 crore revenue in let's say this fiscal, I think the more important question is, can RBZ do a 1200 kg volume this year? I think the answer is yes, because last year if you have done, let's say 1059 kg volume, if this year if you are able to manage 1200 kg volume, see this industry is volume based industry. You need to look at the fundamentals of the industry, and if we are growing on a volume basis, it is great. The industry volume growth is 2.5%, RBZ volume growth is 10 to 15%. That speaks itself about the strength of the company moving forward. But yes, the top line, to answer your question, will 100% cross around 300 or 325 to, it will be in the range of 325 to 350.
Fair point. Before I let you go, I want to understand the kind of jewelry which you make. Appears to be antique bridal, jadau, all these things. Does it have a appeal more to the affluent side of the consumer, or it also has a good play on say the masses or the value buyer?
So RBZ works on the the whole business of RBZ is into the whole industry. Let me again explain the industry first. The industry has two segments. This 4.5 lakh industry has got one segment as daily wear and the other segment as occasion wear. The occasion wear segment are the event linked purchases. Let's say if there's any wedding in the family, no matter the price is 60,000 or 70,000, one is going to buy gold, by maybe exchange of gold, or maybe giving some in the form of let's say RTGS or cash or something in the form of gold. But it will be an event linked purchase which cannot be deferred. Now when you talk about RBZ wholesale division or the job work division is entirely into event occasion jewelry. So we make antique jewelry, we make jewelry via multiple technologies integrated with handwork, which is complex to make, the design is complex to form, the manufacturing is complex to make. That makes RBZ a very strong candidate and a longer one in the industry. Generally if you have one technology, one product, it's easy to produce, but then you get eaten by the mega competitors or the mega retailers who really want to invest into manufacturing. But RBZ has a strong setup in place with complexity. Considering its complexity, I think we are on the right path, in matter of antique jewelry production.
On that note, we let you go. Appreciate you joining us and congratulations on the listing as well.